To save some cash and get the best bargains, and if you have not shopped for school supplies yet, good. Steve Noviello, Fox 4, in studio with us to tell us where to get the best bargains and some of the cool new trends for the new school year as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of hot new stuff for back to school. You know, we brought you a back to school backpack here, full of stuff for school, and the backpack itself actually,
cool.
is a really neat trend. Try it on, and the problems that kids have, you know, in 2006 there were 7,300 kids in the hospital due to backpack injuries.
In the hospital because of backpacks?
Back pain or shoulder?
Back pain, shoulder pain. You know, you should never carry more than 10 to 20% of your body weight. This is for kids or for adults in your backpack. And we've done stories before where we'll go to local middle schools or high schools and weigh kids' backpacks, and you'd be amazed at how much weight these kids are carrying.
Well, and if you just see, sometimes you see kids get off the bus and stuff, and they're almost leaning backwards because they've got so much weight, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how are they doing that?
And we talked about this yesterday, too, because I was mentioning Dallas Curley, my stepson. I mentioned a locker to him. He's like, oh, I don't use my locker. I just use my backpack.
Yeah, totally.
And I said, you store all of those, all those books for all those classes in your bag.
And the big problem, not only do kids carry them around from class to class, but a lot of them, it's much cooler to wear a backpack on one shoulder as opposed to
is that still the cool way?
I guess. I mean, maybe I'm dating myself there. But,
it was when I was in my day.
Shoulder.
When gas was 10 cents a gallon. It was, and that's even worse because you're having so much stress on one side. So the backpack that Tony's got on is called the Comfort Pack. And what this does, I mean, the backpack right now, as it is pretty standard, but it's got an air bladder at the base of his spine.
How do you inflate this?
You just blow into the... Nice. There you go.
Why are you...
I don't know.
This looks weird.
This looks very weird right now. Very weird. Josh is blowing up the backpack.
Yeah. No, oh, wow.
Okay, now do you feel the difference?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah,
are you just playing, or are you being serious?
No, I'm being real serious. Yeah. You can totally feel the difference.
It's right on your lower back?
Oh, it straightened me up big time.
Yeah, what it does is it's an air bladder that inflates at the base of the backpack on the small of your back, and because it lifts it there, it also takes the strain off of your shoulder.
It felt, I mean, I don't know that this makes sense, but it feels lighter now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely,
cool.
Because your shoulders aren't doing as much work now anymore.
Now, where can you get this backpack, Steve? Anywhere?
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
They're randomly in stores. Your best bet is going to be to go to their company website. It's comfortpack.net. And I think we've got a list. We'll have a list of links on your website. I know that they'll
absolutely.
be on
all up on our site.
You know, the thing that I like about it as well, usually when you see new technology, especially something that could, you know, save your kids back or you know, be better for your family, they kind of jack up the prices.
Right.
The kid size of this starts at about $29, which is not that much. I think it's pretty equivalent to, you know, a standard backpack.
Well, when you consider hospital bills.
Right. It's certainly a lot less expensive. Open it up, take a look what we brought for you inside there.
Cool.
Okay.
Lots of notebooks.
Lots of notebooks, and not just notebooks this year, but recycled notebooks.
Oh, I love that.
Going
green,
recycled. You know, the one thing that we don't have in there is we found this great website that when you talk about recycling, you know, everyone's got, you know, recycled books and they're all brown and We found a website that sells pencils and rulers made out of recycled materials, and the material is old U.S. currency and old blue jeans.
That's great.
So cool.
Yeah, you sent us a picture of that, and I was like, now that is a really neat thing.
Yeah, and they're great. I mean, they're not only for back to school, but the companies can buy them promotionally, you know, and that kind of stuff. Because everybody, kind of the green movement is really, you know, going, you know, for kids for back to school. And also people are encouraged to repurpose their school supplies from last year. You know, if your kid only got halfway through the notebook, you know, you don't want to send your kid to school with half a notebook, but hey, tear out the pages that they used and use it as a notepad to take phone messages in your house or whatever the case may be, you know. There's did you get the lunchbox over there?
Yeah, I did.
So
okay, how cool is that?
I love this. This is my favorite thing in the backpack.
Okay, we looked for one that had Dirk on it, but we couldn't find it.
Oh. He went there. See if I cook you breakfast again.
I mean, this is like the old school, like tin. It's even got a thermos inside.
I was going to ask, does it have a thermos?
I mean, how cool is that?
Oh, I love. Oh gosh, this is giving me flashbacks.
I used to have a Dukes of Hazzard one.
Nice.
Oh.
Now, it's funny because,
Barbie.
we're talking about kind of this old school stuff that's coming back. And look what else is inside the backpack.
Where did you find this?
It's a website called lunchboxes.com. And they they've got the tin kind, they've got cloth kind, they've got insulated kind. But we thought that these were real neat just because, it's kind of nostalgic and retro. And really the idea here is that the folks that are now doing the back-to-school supply buying are the same people who were using this, 20 years ago or whatever the case may be.
Also on the inside, you've got a USB flash drive. This is pretty cool. It's a 1 gig.
Yeah, and we're talking, everything old is new again, but new technology. We're seeing USB flash drives on back-to-school supply lists for kids as young as middle school and high school, or walking around with thumb drives.
Yeah.
I mean, how insane is that? The one thing that I do like about it, and that product in particular, is that the price of them has really come down. I think that was about $9.99
for 1 gig.
For a 1 gig
that's
USB thumb drive.
I mean, that's a lot of storage for a low price.
For about $10. So not too much of a bad deal. The other thing that we've got in there is a cover for your laptop notebook.
Oh, this is sweet.
Yeah, we're seeing that they're getting real stylish now. You can still be individual. You've got a lot of those adhesive covers to personalize your laptop. This is kind of a full, a full carrying case for it. Because if mom and dad are going out and spending a few $100s at least on a laptop, you want to make sure that
nice case. And where can you get this? Is this a website thing too, or
that one? I believe is from Staples.
Staples?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. And we're talking about back to school. We did some comparison shopping, and it really pays to shop around. You know that somebody's going to be cheaper than somebody else.
Right.
Absolutely.
What amazed me is how much cheaper different places are. You'll find that different stores offer different perks. For example, we went to a local supermarket chain, and they had a really great idea, which I thought was cool. For some people, it's not about money; it's about convenience. They take a school supply list for whatever local schools are near that particular location, and they pre-package all of it. I mean, they bundle it all together.
Nice. That's
how great
walk
for
in
parents.
and say, "Hey, my kid goes to McWhorter Elementary or whatever."
And they hand you the stuff.
It's right on the shelf. You pick it up. He's in 2nd grade. This is the 2nd grade bin, and you go. There's no extra charge for it, and there's no discount for it either. But
But it's convenient.
It's convenient.
You don't have to search around and go through bins, and it's all there ready to rock.
Yeah. Going out and sourcing school supplies, because people always want to know where to get the cheapest stuff. Can you guess who was the cheapest?
Low price leader.
Probably Walmart.
It was Walmart.
Love it.
Walmart
I love
You know what?
Walmart.
The bottom line is they will undersell themselves if they have to, just to have the least expensive prices. I mean, and when we're talking lower, some of the stuff was comparable. The prices, on crayons, for example, that we found at Walmart, 22 cents for a 24-pack of Crayola crayons. And while we found that same price at other stores, I think Target matched it. Some stores that didn't match it, and this was what was surprising, we're selling the same product for like $2.50.
What?
I mean, that's a huge
That's a
difference
big
when you're talking about back to school. If you've got, a couple of kids or whatever else the case may be. So, you're going to find different benefits to shopping depending on where you go. Like I said, the supermarket chain that we went to, prepackaged stuff. Great idea.
What store was that had the prepackaged
Kroger.
stuff? Kroger had it? Okay,
Kroger,
perfect.
Yeah. And they'll do it, again, based on whatever schools are local to that particular location. You go into an office supply store, who I have to say, those folks are getting real aggressive this year with back-to-school bargains. I mean, some of them are having penny promotions. They're giving stuff away for 10, 15 cents.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of notebooks for Dallas for 10 cents one.
Not a bad deal.
Store.
And you're also going to get the expertise of the fact that, that's all they sell. So the staff we found was pretty knowledgeable. If you're walking in there, and I remember when I was in 7th grade, I needed a pressure binder for my earth science class. Well, what the heck is that? I mean,
no clue.
all the mothers were running around the store trying to figure out what this thing was. So when you're in a store like that, they're going to have some knowledge about what it is that you need. The only downside there, hey, you want to go and great, they're selling it for a penny. Well, we called Walmart and we said, well, you've got that low price guarantee, right? Even on a penny? They said, even on a penny.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
They said, we want all the business for ourselves, which, I guess they're doing.
It works.
Steve Noviello, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to put all this information that he supplied us with on our website at mix1029.com, and then you can head out and save some cash. And I really dig this backpack, though.
It's
that
cool,
was
right?
Really, really cool.
And, I know that we're doing radio here, so people can't see the products that we're talking about. That's why I brought my photographer with me today. We're going to take the video. We've been shooting the segment that we're doing. We're going to take the video, compress it, post it on my blog so you can watch video behind the scenes this morning of what it is that we've been doing here. And The delicious breakfast that Tony prepared.
Need to see that.
I mean, really.
We'll link to that as well. It's myfoxdfw.com.
You got it.
Okay, we'll put that up as well. Thanks so much for stopping by.
You bet, guys. Thanks.
7:30 at Mix 102.9.